going on, everyone? It's Rando. I'm back with another one. Nice snowy cold day. So what do I have here today? I have the PSA micro dagger. Just want to show you that the firearm is unloaded and nothing in the magazine. So yet another striker fire polymer pistol. Yet again, inspired by Glock. I mean, without the innovations that were made years ago with Glock, we wouldn't be having the clones that we have, or even just the original Glocks themselves today that a lot of other firearms base their designs off of. And PSA hit it out of the park with their iteration of this Glock 43X clone. Just an amazing thing. And talk to you real quick about it. We're gonna hit the range. At the range, I fired over 200 rounds through this combo, just through the slide itself. I already have over 500 through it, and that was whenever it was attached to my Glock 43. I have this outfitted with a hollow sin right now. I have the 507K on it in green, but this is the Shield RMSC pattern, so you can mount a multitude of optics to this. TLR7 sub fits up perfect to this. It ships whenever you buy it with its own PSA 15 round magazine. Now it's not proprietary, so it'll take other mags, whether it be the S15 mags from Shield Arms or the factory Glock magazines. Takes them all. Works great. This is the compensated slide here from PSA. Really do like it. You can see it with the firearm itself. I got it dirty, and that's okay. Make sure whenever you're shooting your firearms and stuff, and you're cleaning, you keep them lubed. Don't want to run these puppies dry. I ensured that my screws on here were installed well with good clearance for any of the internal working objects on the slide itself. And you'll see in the shooting that I just had one hang up. No big deal. I think it was, it was just in that first mag. But overall digging it, really enjoying it. I'll give you some final thoughts after we do our range, which I actually filmed yesterday whenever there was no snow on the ground. Overall though, ergonomics is great. Now I know it's, a Glock clone. It's a clone of the 43X, and it would be like, I guess, the best clone of the 43X MOS, which you're going to spend a lot more money to get that as compared to this complete firearm. Overall grip, texture, overall feel of it, I feel as well. I'm able to point. I'm able to get my line of sight well. Just can't go wrong. Let's show you real quick. I want to compare it to some other firearms. These are also going to be unloaded. I'll show you just for safety's sake. We got the Meta MC9, and we got the P365 X Macro Tac Ops. Everything's unloaded that we're using today. So the Tac Ops, I thought it was the bee's knees whenever it first came out. Had to have it. So let's look at these two firearms together. So if we're lining up at least, like, let's just say sights, obviously the PSA is going to be a little bit longer because it does have the comp. If I'm holding these two up like this, what I want to show you is the X Macro actually is a little bit longer. Now I know it has 17 rounds as compared to the 15. Let's look at it this way. The X Macro is a little bit chunkier width-wise as compared to the PSA micro dagger. Now you're not going to be changing back straps or anything out on the micro dagger, but I feel the taper that it has back here is very comfortable for the hand to fit in. Trigger-wise, feels way better than a stock Glock trigger, to be 100% honest with you. I'll show you a clean break. So nothing in it. Show you a clean break. Not much sponge, like as far as the take up goes. You hit your defined back wall and break. Oh, sorry, I'll do that again for the reset. Very tactile reset and very short, and you're still at a back wall. There's no sponge to it, and immediate break. So I feel that that's pretty nice as far as a factory trigger goes. And I know that you can buy trigger upgrades, and that's all good and well if that's what you want to do. I'm kind of cool rocking this for a little while yet. I did hear some people having a dead trigger on this, meaning like they'd fire and it either when going to re-engage that one time, there would be no reset. It'd just kind of be flopping in there, or they could push and rack it again and nothing. PSA offers a lifetime warranty. Contact customer service, get it back to them, get it taken care of. I haven't had that issue yet though. Hope I don't. Let's compare it to the Meta MC9. Again, unloaded. So here's this firearm. Obviously it is smaller in general. Definitely the micro. Compact, if I can show you here. Get these lined up. Alright, so obviously smaller that way. I feel about maybe the same thickness. But you're going to see with this, just the factory mag with this, it's a 12 rounder with the pinky extension. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it, sorry. It's actually about the same length, meaning down here, as the micro dagger. And these are, I'm just showing you these two guns because it's two guns that are in the same class, I guess, the micro compact that I would carry and that I do carry regularly. So, the only thing I want to touch on yet is the mags and how they load. Now, it only ships with one from PSA, which is no big deal because you can order more. I know the other ones come with at least two, but for the price of this, you know, you're gonna think you'll be able to, you know, get a couple mags. So the only thing I want to share with this as far as loading it goes, how do the mags load? Getting that last like 2 rounds in there on a cold day with like no mag loader, pretty difficult. With a mag loader, pretty easy. Obviously, I feel that once the spring gets, you know, loosened up by me reloading, it'll obviously be easier. Whenever you have a micro dagger, I want you to look here at the gap here on the sides, it's actually pretty normal on PSAs, even they're like full size, even like the compact and stuff daggers that they sell. And it's not an issue. Everything is the way it should be. But I've heard some people say about a gap that's here and here. Very normal. No issues though so far. Hit the range. Brand new Blaze of Brass 124 grain. Let's throw a couple hundred rounds through this. This is on the first mag. Got failure to extract here. Let's drop the magazine. Some people are going to tell me, hey, you got to make sure the screws and their clearances. Well, I did. The screws are clear of any internal working parts in there. Shaved off some of the things. Let's see. This is the one that we are with. See if we can keep going. One mag. Pop this new boy in here. More. Mags aren't hanging up in there, coming out. Now the dagger does have this little groove here for like stripping, in case you were to need to just kind of get your nubs in there. Digging it. It's working. Let's keep it going. So the micro dagger, you saw me put some rounds through it, put over 100 through it just now. Firearm is empty, just want you to be aware. Now I did have a little bit of issue with the mag not necessarily wanting to drop a couple times for me, but I feel that was probably more so my user error than anything. They're sliding in just fine. Again, this is the mag that comes with the PSA dagger, and I did not have one issue with whenever I ran out with the slides staying locked back. Really enjoying the comp on this. I do feel it makes a little bit of difference, and regardless if you think it does or doesn't, at least it looks cool. And if you're gonna do something, you might as well look cool doing it. In the hand, this gun is just feels amazing. This feels so much better than the P365 to me, and I know that this is a Glock clone, but to me the way that they adjusted the ergonomics, now I know you're not changing out back straps or anything like that, but the way that they adjusted the ergonomics, how it comes a little bit to a taper in the back, the feel of this, I know whenever I did my review of the Echelon, how I said just the texture of it alone just feels amazing, like just from the factory. I'm kind of getting that vibe from this, in all honesty. I feel like it has texture in all the right places. for me to get a good purchase on the firearm. Has really nice serrations on the slide. Now any slide that you get is going to have these awesome serrations in it. So I don't know, it's just, I'm really digging it. I am definitely going to put this into my carry rotation. I'm actually going to go through a couple hundred more rounds through it now. I just kind of wanted to update you with this, make it quick, make it easy for you to understand. I did lube it up, so I'm not running dry here, and it's not giving me any issues whatsoever. And if you're a lefty, you can, like me, you can go ahead and you can move the mag release over to this side, so you can have that slide release still on this side. But honestly, you know, it's not a big deal for me to just hit it with that finger. The holster that I'm using, really liking it. I know it's an outside the waistband one, but it's from Bordertown Holsters. Super slick, super nice, super great quality. I'm definitely going to be using it with this, and I'm also going to be ordering one of their in the waistband holsters too. But really digging that, and because if you're going to spend the money and have a firearm that works and kind of kit it out with some cool stuff, you definitely got to be able to carry it and carry it comfortably and safely. And I feel that, you know, with this holster I can get really good retention on it. This is, whenever you buy a Glock, what you think that you're going to be getting, but then you don't until you buy one of these and you get what you should have. Glocks, more money. The X-Macro tac ops that I have, more money than this. Even the Canik Meta MC9, more money than this. I'm not going to tell you how much it is. You can do your own research thanks to the interwebs, but look it up. If you can snag yourself one, I mean, just so happy with the money that you save getting yourself one of these as compared to you know, one of the other brands I mentioned. Then you can put an optic on it, you can throw a light on it, you can get a sweet holster for it. You know, I feel that I can pull up, and I'm getting on it now. I'm very used to doing this. I did a lot of dry firing, which I think that you should too, especially whenever you first get a firearm. Kind of get yourself used to it, feel how the trigger is, you know, get yourself some snap caps or just dry fire in general. Just, you know, just pull up, find your target, release. And then obviously you're going to be doing this in your home with no, you know, ammo in the firearm. Reset, release. So yeah, practice makes perfect. I'll never be perfect, but I'll keep on practicing. So really sweet. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Now, I'm no pro on it. This is just my initial impressions, finally getting it out to the range. I really am digging this slide on the actual micro dagger frame that it was intended for over the Glock 483. Obviously it's working way better on this. Yeah, just, you really can't go wrong. And again, I don't know if you didn't watch that video, it ships with these nice, you know, 3-dot sights. I feel that it's really easy to find your target, and to you know, and you're really able to co-witness with it. Just super digging it. Really enjoy it. I got myself some extra mags. And now I know that some of the other firearms are you're gonna have that +2 round capacity, where you can get base plate extensions for this. Obviously the tac ops is, you know, with 17 rounds, but this is 15. So you're missing 2, whatever. Make your shots count. Be all right. You're looking at like other full-size firearms, like let's say, well, maybe not full-size, maybe compact, like a Glock 19. You're still only going to get 15. This is slimmer. This is funner. Funner is the word. And it's cheaper. I'm not saying cheaper is always better and you should always buy the cheapest, but I would take this over a lot of other firearms that I have and that I purchased this year. If it would have came out a little bit sooner, I probably would have got this and been like, I don't need those other ones. I definitely recommend it. I like it. Nobody sent this to me. Nobody's paying me to do anything. I just wanted to share information with you because I think this is pretty sweet. And I would hope that I could learn something from somebody, and that's why I'm doing this. So anyway, probably missing a few things. And if I am, go check out my friend. Go check out my friend D over at Desert Tactical. He's going to be dropping a video on this, I'm sure. And he has some other cool ones to check out with some pretty cool gear. As always, though, I'm going to leave you with this. Be safe. Be kind. Just be really kind to others. This world is full of enough hate and enough negativity. God bless everyone. I'll catch you guys next time. But just be safe out there. Take care.